All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Garage Closes at 9. This is episode 4, and we just want to thank you guys again so far for the engagement we're having through the first 3 episodes. If you guys haven't been able to watch any of the episodes so far, a link is in our social media page to our YouTube. And last episode was episode 3, where we talked about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar albums and the beef going on between those two. We've had some good engagement on our social media with that. And then we also talked about the LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith beef that's been going on the last couple of weeks, with the comments Stephen A. Smith has said about LeBron James and his son Bronny, and also the interaction they had on the court at a Laker game a few weeks back. We gave some clips of audio between Stephen A. and LeBron James talking about it. We discussed about it. It was a really good episode. We had a lot of fun with it. And like I said, if you guys haven't seen any of the episodes, they're on our YouTube page. Like, comment, subscribe. Any little bit of help goes a long way for us. And yeah, Jonah, you want to kind of talk about the Drake and Kendrick beef going on? I know that was fun.
If you haven't seen our last episode, definitely check it out. That was probably our best by far. I absolutely washed Andrew. Everybody knows Drake is way better than Kendrick. Nobody listens to Kendrick in real life like that. It's all a narrative for social media and just the anti-Drake crowd. So I absolutely watched him. Go check it out. Team OVO, we still repping strong 2025.
What do you got, Drew?
See, you don't even got nothing to say. That's how you know.
Bro, first of all, I'm speaking for the city of LA right now, the county of LA. We don't claim you. We don't want you. We'll stick to our guys. I think the people, we still got to let the people decide, whose album is better, who's making better music now these days. I think it's going to come out. I think we're the good guys. I think we're going to come out with the victory. I don't think everyone's stuck in their ways like Jonah is. But by far, that was probably the most fun I've had out of all the episodes we've done. A lot of fun, a lot of laughing, a lot of delusion in this in this call. But yeah, man, it was great. We stick with our guys out here in LA, and Team Kenny all the way, baby.
And I still stand by Luther is a miss and a skip. That song is overrated. Still stand by that.
Yeah, stop it. He made Meet Your Padre, bro. Stop it. Worst song ever, by the way. That's his worst song ever. I don't know if I made that clear enough in the last video. His worst song in history, not even close. Drake, just give up the Spanish, bro. I like your other accent. I like the island accent.
Whatever.
So if you guys weren't kind of sure what they were talking about there, you guys can go to our social media page. We have a poll out right now asking people to vote which album they think is better. Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think of the albums. We've had some good engagement so far on that. So that's still out on our social media page right now. It's our most recent post. So make sure to check it out. And for episode 4, we got a couple of fun things that we're going to go over today. We're going to do something new that we haven't done yet. And it's something that we're going to try to orchestrate into probably all of our episodes going forward. We want to play some type of fun game to open up the episodes, something that people can play along with and vote with. So we each have 3 questions of trivia, some historic stats going on in sports that we're asking the other 2. And the other 2 guys do not know what our questions are. And some of the questions are going to be kind of a race to see who can guess the correct player. Some of them are going to be kind of blind ranking, which is what I'm going to be doing. And it's just kind of a creative way for us to engage not only with ourselves, but with the people that are watching our videos, engaged on our social media page. So, yeah, I know I'm really excited for it. I think we all kind of took some time to pick out these questions. I'm excited for you guys. I don't think you guys know exactly where I'm going with mine, so I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, let's get into it. I want to hear it. We're doing
it. Let's play some games, baby.
So, yeah, I'll ask my first question, and then we can have Andrew go second with his, Jonah go third, and then we can just, go in order until we all ask our 3. And when you guys end up watching this, play along, comment if you guys are getting them right. And so my questions are blind ranking questions. So I'm going to be asking you This is all in regards to NBA for this episode, like we've kind of been doing lately, just because it's still NBA season. So for my questions, I'm going to be asking you blind rank these players or the category that I give you without knowing what comes next. So you won't know what comes next. So you guys are going to have to decide this person should be 1, or are they 5 on the list. You're going to take a safe bet with number 3. So you guys got to work together on this one. So I think your guys' questions will be individual, but this one you guys work together, okay?
Yes, sir.
So
This is like Thanos and Avengers teaming up right now.
okay. So for my first question, I want you guys to blind rank these MVP seasons in the NBA.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So first guy I got is James Harden, 2017, 2018.
Out of 5? 5 total?
Out of 5. Out of 5. Where does it rank? You don't know what comes next. James Harden, 2018. He averaged 30.4 points, 5 rebounds, just about 9 assists, 2 steals a game, and led the Rockets to the best record in the league, won a scoring title.
What do you think, Andrew? I'm thinking 2 because that Harden year, one of the most underrated years ever. He had no help on that team, carried his team. Should have won like 3 straight MVPs. So let's put him at 2. Drew, what you thinking?
2, man. What about 3? I mean, look, the dude, he was pounding the leather off of that ball every single possession. All right, let's not forget the stats were a little inflated with the. This is no disrespect, but we're just critiquing and we're analyzing our guy. He he had the ball every single goddamn possession.
I'm not sure exactly, but that might have been the highest usage rate individually in a season. I don't know for sure, but
it has to be, bro.
It's at least to the naked eye, right?
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
he deserved it. He was unstoppable. Do you see how they were guarding him that year? They had to guard him on the side and behind him. No one's ever.
Well, it seems like you guys are leaning 2 or 3. 3 is probably the safest bet in this game, just because you don't know the next 4, right? It's the first one on the board.
I think 3 is probably my final answer. That was an incredible season. One of the most unguardable players I've ever seen. I've never seen a playoff series where they are forcing the guy to shoot a floater in the paint every single time, like the Jazz did. They were literally guarding behind him.
You can go 3. That's fine.
3. Unstoppable, though. That is like peak James Harden changing the game right there.
Shout out Harden for real.
Okay.
Baby. ASU.
Next one. LeBron James, 2012-2013 Miami Heat. Just for background, he averaged 26.8 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, shot over 56% from the field, 40% from 3, and he was getting his 4th and final MVP award to this date. He was All-NBA first team. He was also 2nd in Defensive Player of the Year rating, which was controversial at the time because Marc Gasol beat him out, who was 2nd team All-Defense.
That's so ridiculous. By the way, Marc Gasol is the Defensive Player of the Year.
So LeBron James, 2013.
My initial reaction to that, it's got to be 1 or 2.
Oh, I was thinking the opposite. I'm saying 4.
Now let me ask you this, Jonah. If he did win Defensive Player of the Year, he would have been, I believe, the only player. Don't quote me on this, but he would have been one of the few players ever to have an MVP, an NBA Finals MVP, a championship, and a Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. I think Michael Jordan is the only other player to do so.
So
he came in 2nd.
Are we counting playoffs?
No, this is not playoffs, but it's just kind of in regards to the season he had. It's a historic season in regards for LeBron. But yes, you're right, just MVP.
That's why I put him at 4 because 26 points. You said like 8 and 8. I think Harden's year was better than that because it's not counting playoffs. It's just strictly regular season. He had D Wade. He had Chris Bosh. I would put it at 4. I like Harden's year more than that one, even though I love LeBron.
They also, because it's regular season. I just want to mention this though. They did have their 27-game winning streak this season, won 66 games. If that changes anyone's vote here.
Absolutely, that's one of the greatest teams ever. And he was 2nd in DPOY. James Harden wasn't playing no defense back then. I mean, It's hard.
You guys
because-
are gonna have to settle because it seems like one of you guys are on the opposite end of the list. The other one's on the top. So
We're going 4. Drew picked 3 last time. We got 4. Put it at 4.
that's fair. That's
There,
teamwork.
there's 2 greater years than that for sure.
We'll go
All right,
4, but
Let's see if it's on the list.
What if he pull out like a Wilt Chamberlain, like 50 and 25?
I wouldn't even
Okay,
say that's
then-
number 1.
The next one, Shaquille O'Neal, 1999-2000. He averaged 29.7 points, 13.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks a game. And I believe it was his most efficient season in the league in terms of his statistical seasons.
I think we're good on 2.
Yeah, I like 2. It's hard for me to say 1 just because I don't know who the other guys are, and I don't want to necessarily knock that off the list. But that is probably the most unguardable player ever at that time. I think we could all agree with that, even more than James Harden.
Dominant.
And he played defense, one of the best defensive players, rim protectors in the league at that time too.
Okay, so we're going Shaq at 2.
2.
Okay. My 4th on the list. 2015-2016, Stephen Curry, unanimous MVP, the only one in the history of the NBA.
That's number 1. Steph
it's
beat
not.
out LeBron. He beat out Durant. That was like when Steph first came on the scene. That's when he changed the game. The game has never been the same since that year.
Just to confirm though, that was his second MVP. That was his second.
That was the
MVP.
second one?
It
What?
was. His first one was 2015, but this is 2016 when he won it unanimously.
What were his numbers for that?
Okay. In
Then?
2016, this was the 73 win Golden State Warriors. And he averaged 30.1 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 6.7 assists.
That
And he
changed.
was unanimous MVP.
That's
I
not
mean-
5. It's either 5 or
No,
1.
I know. We kind of dug ourselves in a hole, man, because like
I'm happy with it.
we either got the worst or the best one. At the end of the day, it was unanimous, the first time ever. Like it's kind of hard to argue against that. Do I think that's the best player ever?
It's the name of
No,
the game. Yeah.
but we'll rock with the first unanimous MVP ever as our number
Number
1
one.
spot.
The 1.
Okay. So just before I name the 5th one, I just want you guys to use this kind of as a guinea pig, if you will, for the next 2 rounds that I have, because it's blind ranking. We're going to be doing something similar because the 5th one that you guys are deciding is 2017 Russell Westbrook.
I knew that was coming up, bro. I knew that was coming up. I'll
First
take-
year without Kevin Durant. And his numbers were in 2017, he averaged 31.6 points, 10.4 assists, and 10.7 rebounds. He was
Wow.
only the second player ever at the time to average a triple double. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Was Oscar Robertson the first?
right.
Yeah. So that's your guys' list at number 5.
I want to say this before. I think that player is better than James Harden, 100%. Shaq, it's kind of hard for me to put him over Shaq because I mean, they did win the ring that year. I don't know, bro. That hurts. Put him at 5. And I knew Russ was up with that fist. That's why I didn't. Bro, that hurts. That hurts.
That's
I also wasn't fair. Because I don't think I gave you guys a legit 5. Like, there's probably an argument for all of these to be 1.
no. That's a perfect list, Vinny. If it wasn't, I'm putting Russ at 5. The exact order we had it, whatever it was. Russ at 5. The reason is they were like the 6 or 7 seed that year. Durant just left.
I think they were a 4 or 5 seed to confirm.
Oh, it was like 6, 7. They were
I want to say it's the 5 seed.
they were not top 4. And
Well, do you know who was on his team that year?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was just Russ and a bunch of role players, and Russ.
You're right.
Every shot.
Credit to Jonah. They were the 6 seed that season.
See, it was just a bunch of people just worshiping Russ, and he just got to do whatever he want. He had an amazing year, but not better than those other four. Absolutely fine.
Okay,
Great list.
Oh,
fair
he
enough.
willed that team to the playoffs. You put any of those other guys, I don't even think they make the playoffs.
I will say that going into 2017 when Durant left, I don't think anyone expected going in that the Thunder were a playoff team. But
Absolutely not.
that's the list. That's game one. Andrew, what do you got for us? What's your first question?
All right, so I'm gonna be doing a little segment, 2 truths, 1 lie. I really had to do some research for this one because it's these fact checkers now these days, man. You never know; they might be calling me out with my BS. But yeah, so I'm gonna be saying 2 truths, 1 lie. You guys got to guess which one. Do you guys want to do it individually, or do you guys kind of want to do it as a group?
Let's go as a group because mine is as a group as well. So just all these.
Okay, yeah, let's keep it simple.
Okay. So for this question, to put it in context, when I mean best dunking seasons, that means which one player had more dunks than the other. It's just total dunks in a season. So the first one, in both of their best dunking seasons, Dwayne Wade had more dunks than LeBron.
Can I ask a question first? Are we able to know the season or no? No, we can't. We can't know the specific year that this is in regards to. Okay.
Okay. Chris Duhon and Larry Bird have the same amount of total threes in their careers. And then number 3, Dennis Rodman is the only player in NBA history to wear the number 69, which only happened for one season until the NBA banned the number.
So there's one lie in that thing you just said?
There's 1 lie and 2 truths.
Now, is it possible that Dennis Rodman is the only player that wore 69, but it's not banned? Or is the statements you're saying strictly like there's not a lie within the truth of a question here?
No, it's either
okay.
lie or truth.
If that's the case, I didn't know the NBA had that number banned.
I think it's the D Wade one, Vinny. I don't think Drew's pulling out a Chris Duhan name in the pod. I think it's
Chris Duhon. So wait, so you think that Larry Bird and Chris Duhon threes is the lie?
No, I think that's the truth. I think the lie is the.
You think that's the truth?
D Wade's knees were washed by the time LeBron got there. D Wade wasn't dunking like that.
He didn't say they were. Did he say this is a teammate?
I didn't say what year this was. Just in the same. Yeah.
I don't think
it could have been young Wade and young LeBron.
I don't think D Wade ever had more dunks than LeBron.
I don't know, dude. D Wade used to live above the rim.
Not like that.
Pre-2010.
Not like Bron.
That's true. All right, you know what? I'll agree with you, Jonah. I'll go the safe route. D Wade, LeBron.
All right. Well, the first truth that you guys got correct was the Chris Duhon and Larry Bird. I think the number was 649 total threes in their careers.
He had more career threes than Larry.
No, they had the exact same.
The exact
same amount of threes. Chris Duhon and Larry Bird. I'll give you guys.
Fun fact: I think Draymond passed Larry Bird as well. I'm like,
let's just before we get deep into that, okay? Like we have to understand that was a time when the 3-ball was not as appealing to teams within their offense. Okay, they weren't shooting the 3-ball like that back then, and Larry Bird's career was cut short because of injuries. Okay. He's one of the greatest shooters ever, okay? I don't care what you want to say about same amount of threes as Chris Duhon. He has less than Draymond. Larry Bird is one of the greatest shooters ever. I just want to throw that in there, but you can continue, Drew.
All right. So, good job. What were you saying, Jonah?
I'll leave that alone. That'll be another discussion.
All right. I already know what was about to come out of your mouth right there. The real bull jive. All right. The second truth on this list, in both of their best dunking seasons, Dwayne Wade had more dunks than LeBron James. Dwayne Wade in his best dunking season had 184 compared to LeBron James' 178. Put some respect on the Flash's name, Jonah.
I knew it too.
You're in a heat.
I didn't think you were gonna go all the way to the extent with the so the Dennis Rodman's a lie.
Yeah. So
You got creative with that one. I didn't think you were gonna put all that effort in.
yeah. So Dennis Rodman, he tried to wear the number 69. The they denied it, and then they banned that number.
Okay. So it was banned before he even could wear it.
No, until he tried to wear it.
Oh, and then they said, oh,
Yeah.
it's banned. Okay.
Fun fact
I
too,
guess
Dennis Rodman is the only NBA player to ever try to marry himself. Shout out Dennis Rodman, man.
That man, Dennis Rodman. Imagine if he was playing today with the social media and the way that
that's where we should have known, Jonah, because if there was a season where he was wearing 69, that probably would have been all over.
That
over
might
Twitter.
have been the number one selling jersey of all time, bro.
Yeah, we should have known that one.
Yeah, man. Shout out Dennis Rodman.
MJ wouldn't have let that happen anyways.
Hey, dude. Stop it.
That was good. Okay, so we're 0 for 1 on that one, Jonah. What do you got?
0 for 1. All right, Jonah, let's hear it.
I got 2 lists and then one, like there's one answer. Which one you guys want to do first? Lists or one answer?
List.
List.
Save the one answer for the end.
We'll keep the list. So this season, I want you guys to work together and name the top 5 NBA players with the most technical fouls this season.
This season.
Top 5.
Okay, so first we gotta.
Or we just do
No
a
order.
top 5.
Give me names and I'll help you out with the order.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If we give a name, tell us where they are on the list.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Drew. We gotta go over this first. Has there been any suspensions yet?
I think there was like 2 nights ago.
Who was it?
Dylan Brooks. I think he was the first player to get suspended this year because he had 2 minutes. What's the limit? Like 18 Ts in a season?
I think it's 16. 16.
16 or 18, yeah. But I remember he picked one up in the Laker game when we got our ass kicked by them. And then the next time he picked up a T, which was either a day or 2 later, he would get suspended for a game. So I know Dylan Brooks is on the top of that list.
Final answer, Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, we'll throw Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks is second with 16 technicals.
Okay, who are the main culprits? Draymond.
Jonah's number 1 third option.
Yeah, he's got to be on there.
Yeah.
He can lead that list. He can be number 1 on my list for that.
Draymond?
Yeah, he's going to lead that list every year.
Draymond Green is number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
He's a fiery leader, competitor.
All right. Who do we got in the league that are fighters? Stewart for Detroit.
Beef stew, baby. Come on.
Yeah. He's got to be on there.
But also, I feel like we gotta take that dude gets suspended so much too that
maybe he hasn't played enough games to get technicals.
Exactly. Like he hasn't even played enough games because he's getting ejected every other night.
Yeah, but maybe those ejections have double techs. Like,
we
don't know the rules on that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That is a little slippery line we're walking on.
I don't mind asking that. Do we have to go 5 for 5 here, or are we just going until we get it? Just go until we get it.
Is it flagrant a tech? I don't think so. I think it's separate.
I don't think so.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean he is hitting a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you guys, Isaiah Stewart is not on the list.
Okay.
Eliminate
that
one.
one.
I have another one. Luka's got to be
one. I don't know if he's played enough games yet though. Because he missed a lot of time. If he's playing a full season, he's got to be on there. But I don't know if he's played enough this year to even qualify. Is Luka on there?
Luka is not on there.
Okay, didn't think so.
Who's some other bad boys in this league, Vinny?
Who just argues? Who argues a lot? It's maybe not be a bad boy. Who just complains? Because Luka is more of the complainer. That's how he gets.
I would say Ja because he's out here, guns and all of that. Which the NBA kind of went overboard a little bit, in my opinion, recently with that. I don't know if he's played enough games either because he's been out. He's consistently out.
Yeah. Do you guys want a hint?
Yeah.
You got 2 veterans and 1 younger player.
Okay. Now, veteran as in like they've just been in the league a long time, or they're well respected as they're a veteran, like superstar?
I don't know about that, but they're veterans.
Okay.
They've been in the league a while.
Okay.
One young dude.
I'm stuck.
I'm stumped right now, bro.
That kind of went away from where I was going. I was trying to get like superstars who complain about foul calls a lot.
I'll tell you this. The two veterans will be in the Hall of Fame, and the young player is on his way.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is number 4 on the list.
Yeah, good
Okay,
pull.
there we go.
Good pull, baby.
Yeah.
Good pull.
All right.
Even at
Okay.
age 40,
Okay.
still arguing.
Okay, so
So you got Dylan Brooks at 2, you got Draymond at 3, you got Chris Paul at 4. You're missing 1 and 5.
okay.
I can't
Is
believe-
number one a veteran?
No.
No, he's the young guy.
Young
Hmm.
I can't believe we're blanking on the number one guy.
Yeah, we're gonna feel dumb after this one, huh?
I know, and he's got to be in the. He's on his way to being in the Hall of Fame.
on his way.
That's the young guy.
Young
Yeah.
guy.
Okay. Hmm.
And the other veteran is a solidified Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Okay, let's try to figure out the number one young guy on his way to the Hall of Fame. What guys come to our minds immediately with that description?
Hmm.
Oh, I might have it. Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is number 1 on the list.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I feel dumb after not knowing that one.
He'd be arguing everything.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
does.
I rock with that, bro. Like that there's some technicals, that like not all technicals are created equal. Like that lights a fire under his ass. That gets him going. Like he's not gonna lose you a game because of a tech.
Yeah.
Like if a ref,
Draymond.
it's a little different than Draymond. All right, not everyone's getting suspended in the playoffs for that. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't think of Anthony though.
So is the fifth guy still right now like a main guy in the league, or he just was once upon a time?
Not once upon a time.
He never was at all.
He is a Hall of Famer, so
Oh God.
Like our opinions are on Hall of Fame are different.
he's an undoubted Hall of Famer.
So he's still really good right now.
He's still really good.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is number 5.
Okay, that's where I was going. Yeah.
The Slim Reaper, man. He
Never.
gets fired.
You know what's funny about that is I never really thought of him as a guy that like talked a lot and argued a lot until he like left Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that
He
first
just seemed like a quiet guy, and then all of a sudden he went to Golden State, and it's like
It's because when
either he just was
when he left OKC and the media like started bashing him, that's when he just the burner accounts and the real Kevin Durant came out.
Nah, because he wasn't like that in OKC, and then he had his villain arc. And everyone started calling him every slur in the dictionary. But
he just doesn't care now.
he doesn't, and I don't think he's like trying to be disrespectful. I think the dude just genuinely like
Speaks his
disagrees
mind.
with a lot of the calls, and like not trying to be a butthead about it, but he's gonna let you know.
All right, that was a good one.
Back to you, man.
Okay, so my second one is I want you guys to blind rank these all-time NBA jerseys. Okay? So the first one is the blackout Miami Heat jersey from 2012. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah, I think that's 4 or 5 for me. I don't think that was nothing crazy.
Yeah,
There's a lot of other jerseys that got way higher potential. I think I already know one that Vinny's gonna say.
I have 2 that come immediately to my mind. I don't know if Vinny's gonna have them on the list, but that's 4.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Settle it 4. Okay.
You sure we don't want to put that at 5, bro? They were cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we go 5. Those are
They're nothing special. They were just black.
yeah.
Just like, I mean, it's cool. It's definitely super tough, but
I think he got some other ones.
yeah. For
Okay. All right. See, I like where you guys are now kind of thinking about it a little more because I know Drew was not happy about the Russell Westbrook at 5.
Nah, man, that's so disrespectful.
Okay.
Of the
So
world.
second one is I'm going back to the Vince Carter T-Mac days, the purple dinosaur Toronto Raptors jersey.
I hate those.
Bro, those are one of the most iconic jerseys ever.
That would have been my 5. I would never wear that. That colorway is just disgusting to me.
Bro, that colorway made those colors cool. Like purple and red and black. Like,
With
bro,
the baby dinosaur.
that's iconic, bro. Do you see the logo now? It's hideous. Nobody wearing these present day jerseys of the Raptors. Nah. Every time you see it, it's those colorways.
So what
Where
do
are we
you
going?
I'm cool with 3 or 4.
Four.
Bro.
4?
I'll go
Putting
4.
it 4?
Go 4.
Four.
All right.
Okay,
Next one.
I gotta ask this too. Are these like all really beloved jerseys, or can one of these be like a hideous like those Wizards jerseys where they're like brown? Like Jonah, what if one of them's like that? Like one of the ugliest.
I
I don't think he's gonna.
I don't want to give that away. I don't want to give that away.
Wait, Vinny, does it count shorts?
No, strictly jersey. So like if I'm talking 1981 shorts, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I was like, if he puts
No,
out a
it's jersey.
65 Lakers in the shorts, so
Yeah, no, just the jersey.
okay.
Okay. Next one is 2007 We Believe Warriors, the old ones, before they went back to the blue and yellow when they were navy, orange.
Those were tough. But see that's the thing, bro. I wouldn't put those over the Toronto jerseys. They
3.
were cool. That was like kind of like the bad boy era in Golden
Yeah,
State. Like that's kind of when they first had their
Matt
movement.
Barnes,
Yeah.
Josh Richardson, right?
Was that the Baron Davis one?
Yes. Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3. I like those.
Yeah,
I
those
like
are super tough.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they had a good team. Steven Jackson was on that team, right? Baron Davis. It's a
that's
good
the
team.
Baron Davis when he went like this when he dunked.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, I like those.
Okay.
3.
So
Perfect.
you guys are going 3?
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah, I'll go 3. Those are great jerseys.
Okay. We got the next one is the Black Mamba jerseys.
1. Come on, Jonah. The year that Kobe dies.
Wait, which jersey are you talking about? Which one?
The ones they brought out in 2018 for their City Connect, but then they brought it back in the NBA bubble.
The black ones?
The black ones,
With
yes.
Oh yeah,
the snake
the one.
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, those are the coldest jerseys of all time. We happened to bring them back after Kobe died. We ended up winning a ring with those jerseys on. Snakeskin, never been done before. Like those jerseys have like aura too, like an capped amount of aura. That
Yeah.
has to be one.
Yeah. But I got.
With the GG patch too? Come on, bro.
All right. Out of respect to Kobe, we'll put it at 1, but we'll see what comes next.
I think that was the right choice because the last one, and I could be wrong, you guys could say it's different. The black alternate jerseys back when Kevin Garnett was with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Those
Back
are
in like 03 to 07, you know?
Those are whatever to me.
So you guys are stuck with that at 2. So
you don't like retro stuff, do you, Jonah?
Oh no, my top 2 are
Mhm.
the Kobe Powell white Sunday Lakers jerseys,
the V-neck ones.
the white ones. I love
Yeah.
those ones, and then the baby blue Carmelo Anthony Nuggets ones. Those are my top 2.
Those are good jerseys. Well, I mean, there's a lot of jerseys that we could go through for future episodes. So, but those are the 5 that I pulled out. I actually think you guys did a pretty good list. I maybe would have had. I like the Raptors jersey.
Too. I think
That's what gave me the idea to do this. I just was like, that's a good jersey. John,
Those are
I think you're
probably-
disrespecting a little bit.
I think those are like probably the 3rd best on this list, possibly even 2nd.
Yeah. Mamba jerseys for me would have been a no doubt one. That might be my favorite jersey.
One thing I have a problem with in today's NBA, the jerseys suck. I mean, they're terrible. there's no originality in it anymore. They're so boring. All it is, we're just changing the colors, maybe change a little font here and there.
Yeah.
Like
I think
there's nothing like those, like the prime era, the golden age of jerseys, like the '03 through like '08, like with those Raptors jerseys, with the Wolves jerseys, like the Nuggets were tough. The Magic jerseys when
yeah.
Shaq was there were super tough. Like
I
what
think
activity?
it's Nike. I think Nike. I feel the same way about Major League Baseball and the way that they do their jerseys now. I don't like that they got away from the Christmas Day jerseys. I always looked forward to that. I looked forward not only to the jerseys itself, but I loved the commercials that they did with it.
Oh,
But
I thought you
yeah.
were gonna say the court too. I missed the court.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Obi?
I mean, they do
Like,
everything.
I feel like just there's no authenticity or creativity anymore. It's just
Yeah.
all just like pen on paper. We're just gonna. It's so bland. It's got no flavor. You know what I'm saying?
There's some classic jerseys for sure.
All right, for the second part of my game, for the two truths and one lie, we're gonna get right into it. The first truth or lie, DeAndre Jordan is second all time in career dunks. The second statement, John Stockton has the most assists in a game with 30 assists. And the third statement, Shaq has played 1,207 games and has only made one three-pointer.
All right, so Vin, I know Shaq made 1 3 before because they played on TNT. He made like a half court buzzer beater. John Stockton, I would assume that's true just because he's the assist leader.
30 though? That's a lot of assists.
Yeah, they was giving him crazy assists. Karl Malone take 5 dribbles and John Stockton still get the assist. It was crazy.
So you don't think DeAndre has the second most dunks ever?
No.
I agree with you on the Shaq. I think I've seen that video.
Yeah.
Whether that was his only three or not, I think it was. I think that was. But I don't know about the John Stockton 30 assists. So you think that's true too? And the lie is DeAndre?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
All right. So I'll start with
Wait, Vinny got a pick. What do you pick, Vinny?
I thought he did.
I don't know if I agree with it. I'm gonna go. Do we have to be on the same exact page, or can I just say what mine is? And
No, you guys could disagree.
I'm gonna say DeAndre Jordan is also true. I think John Stockton's the lie.
I'm going DeAndre's the lie.
Okay. So I'll start with the one you guys both got correct. Shaq has played in 1,207 games, and his only three made was the half court.
Okay.
So good job, good job, Jonah. You've been watching NBA on TNC, clearly.
Yeah.
All right. So just to make sure, Vinny, you thought that the assist one was a lie or was the
I
truth?
do. I think that was a lie. I don't. Maybe John Stockton does have the most in a game, but I don't know if it's 30.
What if I told you 30? The record is 30 for a game.
No, I'll stand. I want to disagree with Jonas. So I'll stand by it.
Yeah, stand on your business. All right. Well, the truth is that John Stockton did not have 30 assists in a game.
No.
He holds the record with 30 in a game. So good job, Vinny.
There we go.
Stand on business.
Scott Skiles?
Scott Skiles, baby.
Coach?
Yeah, he was a coach, right?
Yeah, he was a coach. I don't know my
No, that he's got the record, bro. 30 assists in a game.
Skiles.
Look it up.
See, I wouldn't have gotten that, but I don't know. Something was telling me. I got a feeling.
Weird something. Yeah, and DeAndre Jordan is actually second all time in career dunks. He actually has more dunks than LeBron James too.
It's a lot of lobs in Lob City.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
Chris Paul deserves a lot of credit for that.
Stop it.
Point God, baby.
They didn't keep track of dunks until like the 90s. Like no one knows how much dunks Wilt Chamberlain had.
I mean, no one even knows if he scored 100 points in a game, but I guess we'll never know, right?
Hey, that's an urban legend right there, Will Chamberlain.
Will
Yep. Will the slope, baby. So on that
Alright.
list, Shaq is number one. He had 2,626. DeAndre, the list that I was looking at was last updated in the middle of March of this year. And he had 2,349. And then LeBron had 2,088. So DeAndre still got a little lead on LeBron. Who knows if he'll ever catch up? I don't think he will.
Yeah.
He might be the second greatest.
Depends. Hey, knowing LeBron, he might play 7 more seasons just to get that stat too.
No, dude. No, that dude doesn't know. He doesn't gel good with Mr. Father Time.
No.
All right, so for
That
mine,
was a good one, Drew. That was a good one.
I should have won, but good one. All right, so for this one, since the year 2000, that's my cutoff point. Since 2000, give me same thing. Give me the 5 rookies with the highest points per game. So since the year 2000, their rookie year, the 5 rookies with the most points per game.
All right. Can we do this one together?
Yeah, same as last time.
Okay, so 2 come to my head immediately. Drew.
Shaq's got to be up there, probably.
He wasn't a rookie in 2000.
Since 2000.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so LeBron.
I immediately think LeBron and Durant. They come to my mind immediately. What do you think?
Give me your final answers.
I'll add another one to that list. Carmelo.
Are those your 3 finals?
I mean, yeah, we'll get it until we go until we.
All right, so
we get
LeBron
it,
is
so.
2, Carmelo is 3, Durant is 4. So you need
That's right.
You need 1 and 5.
Sheesh.
You need 1 and 5.
Someone averaged more points than LeBron James as a rookie.
What did LeBron average? What, 20.9, 20.8?
LeBron
around
averaged 20.9. How you know that, Vinny?
Historian.
It was the points.
No, the reason why I know that is the other day I saw the stat of him. He's never averaged under 20. So I wanted to see what his lowest year was, and it was his rookie year.
20.
I remember it being around there. Yeah. So someone averaged more than that. It's got to be someone more recent with the 3 ball now being so valuable, the floor being spaced more, less defense now. It's got to be somebody recently.
What do we think about Ja had a really good rookie year?
Donovan Mitchell did too.
Yeah, he did. He actually might be number 1.
I'm gonna say Donovan Mitchell.
He was like a borderline all-star that year too. Like,
Yeah, he was.
in all-star conversations.
It was.
great
I'm gonna
year.
say Donovan Mitchell. That'd be my pick.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's number 5.
Oh,
Okay. Was it over 20?
Donovan averaged 20.5.
Okay. So they're all kind of clogged up. Okay.
All right there. This person actually has a nice little lead at number 1.
What about Wemby?
I was thinking that too, but he was also playing like I do remember, and like I don't know for sure, but when I was watching him his rookie year, I do remember like he was getting praised a lot for his defense and how like people were projecting that side of him. I don't know if he was scoring the ball at a high clip his rookie year. Not that he wasn't scoring at a high clip, but I don't know if it's to be the highest ever.
Yeah, he struggled shooting the ball a little bit.
Because that would be number 1 since 2000. I don't.
2000. And I cut that off because another Wilt Chamberlain message. He was averaging like 50 rookie. Like Elgin Baylor was averaging like 32. I was like, nah, we're not doing this.
I like the John Morant. I would throw that in there. Is that right?
John Morant is not on the list.
Okay.
We're blanking, Vinny. I feel like I've seen this.
Okay. Hold on though. Was Blake Griffin considered a rookie in 2011 because he missed his first year in 2010 because of injury?
I believe so.
But yeah, because he won Rookie of the Year, but it was his second year.
What about Blake Griffin?
There you go. Blake
Is that
Griffin
right?
won
Oh, let's go. Okay.
22.5 points a game for rookie
Okay.
Blake Griffin.
But
I remember that.
dumb, bro. That is not a rookie in my opinion. I'm sorry, that is not a rookie.
Who else? Was it Ben Simmons that did that too? No, Embiid.
Might have been
One of
Embiid. It
them.
might have been Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember Phil Jackson back when this was happening with Blake Griffin that he didn't consider him a rookie. That's why I kind of do remember that happening. Like, is he or is he not a rookie? But he had a great season. He jumped over the car, over the Kia in the dunk contest.
He
He's playing
was
with Baron Davis that season.
Blake
That
Griffin.
was the year before they got Chris Paul.
He was the best power forward in the league for a good 4 to 5 years.
He was MVP candidate. That's one of, I feel like that's a big what if. If he didn't get hurt, I mean, that dude was up in MVP conversations like 3 years in a row. Pretty much unanimously considered a top 5 player in the world too during that time, during that like 2 to 3 year span. Um,
I feel like
He-
I feel like his game just kind of didn't age well with the time. He was like an old school power forward, and those positions kind of have weeded out over the years.
but he could shoot that thing back like in his
He
prime.
ended eventually
That three
became a good
ball.
shooter.
He
Eventually,
developed it. He developed it.
yeah, yeah.
He got to
Credit him.
Detroit. He was looking like Pablo Banchero.
The one thing I will say is that I mean, they'll always be, I think, second fiddle in LA because of the Lakers, but he brought like excitement to the Clipper fan base when they didn't have it for a long time. Like he made it fun to watch, which was
They were the
something
team
that
in
they were
LA.
not accustomed to.
They were
No, don't go that far.
from
They
2000
you can never be.
from 2012 to what, like 2017, 2018? It was Clipper City, baby.
I don't think you can ever say that when Kobe was still there.
Kobe was
That's-
winning games though. You got to win games.
The Clippers have never ran LA.
Yeah,
They never
Never.
will. They had to
Lakers
get
could go.
They had to get their own arena. They had to make a own little student section to get people in the gym. Stop it. This is always Laker town.
Lakers could go 0-82, 0-82, and it'd still be Laker town.
We had Robert Sacre as our starting center, and it was still a Laker town.
It was not your town. It was not your town.
It would have been different. It would have been different in those 5 years if the Clippers won a championship. But they didn't even they
Almost
made the conference finals.
but
They didn't
how-
even make a conference finals in those years.
Yeah, but how far can you really go with Chris Paul leading the way? You should have been
That's a discussion for another day.
running through Blake Griffin. And don't get me started on Doc
That's a-
Rivers.
They
That's
should have made the conference finals. That team was stacked. We
They
could
blew
talk
that
about
3-1
this
lead
later.
against Houston.
That man Doc has blown like 5-3-1 leads.
Well, I don't think enough people give him credit for getting the 3 wins. Did you guys see that the other day, bro?
A crazy statement.
That's a crazy way to go out, man. Crazy.
Hey, him and Darvin Ham are the best coaching duo in the East.
Darvin
Yeah.
Ham took that job because he knew he could possibly take the head coaching job in a couple years.
Stop it. Doc gonna get fired and get another job. I don't know how Doc keeps getting all these jobs.
He's the biggest journeyman in the league, bro. He'll get you to the playoffs. 2 years later, he'll get fired for underperforming. Then he'll go to the next team and do the same exact thing.
That man Doc must have outstanding interviews and just blows.
I've been a firm believer of this team ever since I started coaching against them, man. Type B.
All right, so I'll take the dub on that one. You getting that list right?
You guys got it quicker. I didn't think
Yeah, that was
I thought Blake and Donovan would stump you guys.
Donovan. Yeah, that one popped in late. I was like, I think he had a really good rookie year. Is it back to me now?
It's you.
Yeah.
Okay. So my final one, another blind ranking one, is I want you guys to blind rank, and it's a 1v1 edition. So I'm going to give you guys players, name you a player, and you have to say in terms of them playing one-on-one. Are they a better one-on-one player than the next guy? You don't know who's coming next, okay?
Hold on.
So
Is there a dribble limit?
no, this is strictly just
And at the
Like,
top of the key?
guys are on an island. Yeah.
At the top of the key? Okay.
Yeah, no dribble limit. Like this,
We
the
make it a
best
3
one-on-one
dribble limit?
players.
Can we make it a 3
Oh,
dribble limit?
I hate 3 dribble limit. I want to see him getting
No, this is just ISO. Just yeah. No,
All right,
it's just isolation
Even-
1v1. Okay.
Even Kobe needed
I don't
4 or 5.
personally. I don't know if the 3 dribble limit would change your guys' list all that much, but just for the sake of it, no. Okay.
All right.
Kobe
Right.
used to go
First one. First one, Kevin Durant.
Two?
2 or 3, I think. I mean, that dude's okay. Who else do we think is more unguardable in a one-on-one than Kevin Durant?
I think there's a lot of people that would beat Durant in a one-on-one. Because what if he pulls out a big man? What if he pulls out a Shaq? What's Durant gonna do with this?
No, I know. That's why we can't put him at 1 because if there's a Shaq or just a guy who can overwhelm somebody with their size, we can't put him at 1.
That's a boss moment right there.
Bro, overwhelm them with
I
their size?
I know you even tried to like make it not. So
Nah, that's
weird,
all
but it
Jonah.
came
You
out weird.
guys need to get your minds out the gutter, man. Gee whiz.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word.
You didn't have to. I saw your face. I saw your face.
Your face said it all. I'm not mad about
Okay,
you.
so if there is someone that would overwhelm Kevin Durant with their size, is he number 2 or 3 on your list?
Let's go 3, Drew. Because I think Braun is cooking Durant in a one-on-one.
I think Kobe's cooking Durant one-on-one.
Yeah, we go 4, maybe. I feel like Durant's the most overrated one-on-one player. Like people talk about, bro. People say Durant's like the most.
That's a hot take right there.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is.
hot take.
Has Durant ever led the league in scoring? Maybe once,
Twice, I believe.
twice.
I think he's done it twice.
But
Yeah, when he won the MVP, he got the scoring title.
I think.
Yeah, and he did it, and I believe he did it in 2010 as well.
What about a Carmelo Anthony, Drew? Is Durant
Nah.
better than Carmelo?
Yeah, give me KD. Give me KD.
So what we go
All right, so where are you guys going with this? He's the first one on the board.
3.
3.
Okay, I think that's the safe bet because you guys don't know where I'm going with this one. Okay, number 2 on the list.
Is Harden beating Durant?
That's a close game. No, I think KD gets it done. I think KD gets it done. He's 7 foot, bro. At the end, Harden's gonna have to make so many contested jumpers. KD's gonna shoot
Oh,
over
but
him.
that's what he does. And Harden's strong. Like, I don't know if Durant is getting anywhere he wants on Harden's strong, even though he's shorter.
Bro, KD's taller than him by 7 inches, bro.
All right, well, let's just see if I even have him on the
Like
list.
3 inches.
So let's just see if he's even on the list. Next guy I got for you guys is Kawhi Leonard.
Is Kawhi beating Durant? Prime Kawhi.
What is prime Kawhi? Is it Toronto? Is it his San Antonio days? What is your when you think of Kawhi Leonard?
And the end of his stint with the Spurs through Toronto.
Yeah, when Zaza stepped on his leg that year and then the Toronto year.
Yeah, I would agree.
That Kawhi is tough. Defensively, offensively.
That's
I
like
mean,
the
you
only
guys remember his free agency, like that people were thinking he was going to go to the Lakers possibly to play with AD and LeBron. He took the Clippers. Like people at one point were handing the Clippers a championship just strictly because of Kawhi Leonard. That's how good people thought of him. So,
Kawhi was getting a lot of Kobe and MJ comparisons too in his prime.
Yeah, Max Kellerman even said he was more clutch than Kobe Bryant, which aged like milk. But Kawhi is one of the only players who can single-handedly go against LeBron or KD and hold his own, if not do better some nights in his prime. Like before that Zaza injury, they were whooping the Warriors.
Yes.
yeah, we can. This is
that.
strictly prime. This is guys in their prime one-on-one. So where do you guys have prime Kawhi
But we
Leonard?
put KD at 3, and I don't think we could put Kawhi at 2.
Nah.
So where is he? Your 4?
It's either 4 or 5 for me.
Let's go 4.
4. Okay.
We go 4. Oh, but
Okay.
we might regret that. But
If he puts a small guy, we're gonna put him at 5.
Okay. The next one is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Skyhook, who I think is the most unguardable shot ever, personally. I mean, I just want to clarify with you guys first. He was so good that the NCAA banned dunking, and that's why he developed the skyhook. They banned it because he was that good.
But bro,
6-time MVP,
Kareem-
a 6-time champ. Okay, he was the all-time leading scorer until LeBron passed him up.
this is
And
no
he made his bread and butter was because of the sky hook, which I think would play in a 1v1 because no one can guard it. It's been
This is-
blocked one time. It was by apparently Wilt Chamberlain. So,
Bro, that man wins, bro.
He's done everything, bro.
The greatest life ever.
Okay, it might be controversial, but I think KD cooks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar one-on-one. I don't even think it's close, to be honest.
Really?
He's just as
oh, I don't know
tall.
about that.
He's
He's
not
not just as tall.
tall.
He's not just as tall. He's
KD's
not
7
just as
foot.
tall.
KD's 7 foot.
Kareem 7'3"?
Kareem's not 7'3".
I think so.
He was
I
like
can fact check this.
I think
He was
Kareem
like-
Abdul-Jabbar is 7'3". When he was what was his first name? Lou Alcindor?
7'2". He's 7'2".
7'2". Yeah, but
And Kevin Durant's a 6'11", 6'10", 6'11". He's not a legit 7 foot.
He's 7 foot.
No,
I got
he's not.
Kareem at 2, Drew. Kareem is beating Durant.
Bro, no,
Put
he's
some respect on his name. There we go.
And yo, that's the
There
cap.
we go, Jonah.
I thought you were gonna say another old player who we'll see who else you got. But I got bro, Drew, I don't think Durant can guard Kareem on the block, not even one time.
I don't think Kareem could guard Durant either, like
Oh, but-
equally on the perimeter.
When Kareem, you're thinking of Lakers goggles, Kareem. Think about Milwaukee Afro Kareem. That man was athletic. Didn't he play track too at UCLA? He was like an all-American track player.
I don't know about that one. We might need to fact check that.
All I'm gonna say is I thought this conversation was gonna be flipped. I thought what Jonah was saying would be Andrew's argument, and what Andrew's saying would have been Jonah's argument. But I personally am with Jonah on that one. But it's your guys' list.
Well,
But
yeah.
I would agree with Jonah. You gotta respect Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Those old
We'll
players.
do it
That's-
just off of respect. We'll do it off of respect. But KD's cooking Kareem. I'm sorry, he's
No,
cooking
he's
Kareem.
not. He's not.
In terms of old dudes, I think Kareem dominates in any era of basketball
Yeah, that's
because of
what I'm
that
saying.
shot.
But if you said some other names, then it would have been a different conversation.
Then maybe it's a different argument. But I think you throw Kareem in any era with his skill, being able to have the sky hook,
You could like touch the top of
his
the back.
size. Yeah, he was athletic. I think he dominates any era. So you guys, you're going 2?
Imagine Wemby, but strong.
And have a sky hook that no one could guard.
He could
Kareem
move
wasn't shooting any threes. He wasn't doing none of that. Don't say
without
when.
the threes. Without the threes, I'm talking about the agility.
Look, obviously he's top
But
3.
this is in terms of just skill. This is one-on-one, and I think
One-on-one.
his footwork and doing a sky hook, that's going to play, I think, into it. And he was a good defender too.
You think he's got better footwork than Kevin Durant?
I think in terms of being in the
Oh.
post, absolutely. In terms in the
Oh.
post, skilled in the post with a sky hook shot, yes.
That man Drew got no respect for the elders. Shout out Kareem, man.
Stop it.
Kareem, you too.
Stop it. He's top 3 in my books for sure. But I think KD's cooking him. But we could go 2. We could go 2.
Kevin Durant without Steph Curry, what has he done?
We're talking about one-on-one, bro. We're not talking about
Yeah,
5-on-5.
1-on-1. If Jason Tatum swept him out the playoffs, he couldn't get buckets on Jason Tatum. You think he's gonna get Kareem buckets?
You could say the same thing about Kareem, though. What has he done without Magic? What has he done without Big O?
What you mean? He was the all-time leading scorer.
But I mean, that's not like winning. What you were just saying. What has KD done without Steph? What has he done without all those other guys?
He has what, 6 rings and what, 4, 5, 6 MVPs?
6
Yeah.
MVPs.
6 MVPs.
I know. I'm not disrespecting him, but I'm just saying, don't
Yeah,
say
you are. You are disrespecting him.
no, bro. Like he brought up what has he done without his teammates. I'm saying he had great teammates. They both had great teammates.
But can you admit though that Kareem did a lot more with his teammates than Kevin Durant did?
100%.
Okay, we'll leave it there. He's
Absolutely.
number 2 on the list. We'll put him at 2.
Number 2.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't think the Kareem was going to be the most controversial here.
I love Kareem.
That got heated. All right,
I love
then. Good.
I love Kareem too,
I don't like it.
but this is one-on-one.
All
Yeah,
right.
1-on-1.
The next one I got is Kobe Bean Bryant.
You know my answer. My answer. You know
Is-
my answer.
Is Kobe beating Kareem 1-on-1? Is he?
I don't think either of them could guard each other.
Bro, but do you know how hard it is to score on 7-2 agility? We should have put Kareem at 1, man. We should have put Kareem at 1.
Bro, I thought, like, what if Shaq, like, if the
Kareem
last, I
might
don't
be
know the
Shaq.
last guy, I think Shaq is beating Kareem in a one-on-one.
But he's beating Kobe though. Think about it. Imagine Kobe trying to guard Kareem. He's not getting one stop. But Kobe's not going to get anything inside. He's going to have to take contested jumpers. He's going to miss.
I don't know, man. I think they're both unguardable.
See, that's the thing about this list, because if you guys go 2, 3, and 4 as your first 3 picks, the space between 1 and 5 is drastic. But if you had like 2 and 3 open, you go, okay, throw them at 3. But now your guys are down to the end of it. It's either Kobe at the top or Kobe at the bottom. And putting Kareem at 2 is making it really hard for you guys, because now you have to say whoever is at 1 beats Kareem.
Yeah.
We should have put Kawhi at 5, man. I knew we should have put Kawhi at 5. That's ridiculous. He's not beating anybody on this list one-on-one.
I never even thought about Kawhi in like a one-on-one scenario.
I went there because just the way he can play defense too.
So Kobe 5, Drew? Or Kobe 1?
I'm not putting Kobe at 5, bro. I can't. This is the problem with blind rankings, bro. I hate this game. I hate this game.
I would put Kobe at 5.
All right, we agree to put Kobe at 1. Kobe at 1.
Oh, he's not being
All right.
Kareem, man. He's not.
I don't
You guys are
disagree.
gonna have to
with that,
settle.
but
You guys got to settle.
Big. You know how hard it is to guard someone that
whatever, put Kobe at 5. Just know the gun is pointing at my head right now behind the camera. You
Okay,
know?
can I do this for you? I'm not going to tell you who it is, but the next guy is a big man. Does that help at all?
Yeah, put Kobe at 5.
All right.
If it's Shaq, I'm fine. Any other name besides Shaq, I'm upset. Go ahead.
It's not Shaq.
Jokic.
Hakeem the Dream.
Jokic.
Hakeem the Dream is the next one on the list.
That
5.
might be our best shot at beating Kareem, though, for sure.
Yeah, Hakeem was disgusting on the block. Talking about footwork.
He had better footwork than Kareem.
Better footwork than Kobe.
So just to confirm, your blind ranking went
What?
Hakeem, then Kareem, and then Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and Kobe Bryant at 5th.
Oh my God, that
Yeah,
disgusts me, bro. That disgusts me. I want to throw up right now.
I thought Kobe, not gonna lie. Obviously, I think having Kareem before changed the whole trajectory of the game, but I thought Kobe was gonna be the number 1 on the list.
It's tough to beat
But-
big men, though. It's tough to beat big
Now, if I didn't have big man in the game, like let's say I took out Kareem and Hakeem and I had Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson, would Kobe have been at 1?
For sure. You can't stop that man one-on-one.
He learned from Mike, though.
He's more advanced than Mike.
More advanced.
Yeah, because he learned from him.
That's not true. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Just because
Copy
you
all
learn
the-
someone doesn't mean you're better than them.
Bro, he copied all of the things that Michael did, and he added more to it.
Yeah, but he tried to imitate Mike. That's like saying Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson because he watched him.
No, but you could say he's more advanced
He's
because
not more advanced than Mike Jackson.
You see what? I'm not talking
You're talking
about
about Chris Brown or who?
That's way different. Okay, that is not the same comparison.
Where are you going with that one? I was
Yeah,
confused too.
That is not the same. But Kobe, he advanced everything that Mike did because he was able to copy him. Michael didn't have a blueprint.
So you think Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan?
In a one-on-one, I would say Kobe over Mike. I'm taking Kobe over everyone though. That's not a 7-footer.
Kobe
That's
over
fair.
LeBron?
Yeah, give me Kobe. Give me Kobe.
I think so.
He's Laker
I
fan.
think so.
Can't keep it honest. Kobe,
LeBron's a Laker too. LeBron's a Laker too.
yeah,
Stop
but
it.
he's not yours like Kobe's yours. You guys think Kobe's like your baby.
He is our baby, but guess what? Nobody's beating him in one-on-one either, bro.
Oh, stop it. There's plenty of people beating him.
All right, well, that's the list because apparently you guys had 4 guys beating him. So
Plenty.
apparently 4 guys on the list were beating him.
That's so dumb.
All right.
KD's not beating him. Kawhi's not beating him. It's hard with the bigs.
Yeah.
The Bigs will
All right.
win. I'm sorry, the Bigs will
It's
win.
hard. It's hard
That's,
to argue.
that's why I like that's why the blind rankings are fun because you have no idea where I could go.
Man.
All right, Drew, what do you got now?
All right. All
Final
right.
question for you.
Final two truths, one lie. So the first one, Yao Ming was the first ever Chinese-born NBA player and the first Chinese-born All-Star. The second one, in 2008, Carmelo Anthony shaved his braids off after losing a bet to his best friend after losing a regular season game. And number three, Kawhi Leonard has the same amount of Finals MVPs as he does triple doubles.
That's a good one.
I think the
Okay,
Kawhi.
well he has 2 Finals MVPs.
Yeah, he doesn't get triple doubles. He don't be passing the ball like that. He don't never get 10 assists.
Do you think he has only two triple doubles?
Yeah, if that, maybe even less.
Can you repeat the Carmelo one again?
Yeah, so in 2008, Carmelo Anthony shaved his braids off after losing a bet to his friend after losing to the Rockets.
No, that was not true because he was playing Kobe in the playoffs still with the dreads, I believe. Kobe knocked him out that year. 2008. I'm pretty sure because they met in 2009. He didn't have them, but in 2008 he did when he was still with Allen Iverson. I think that's the lie.
I'm gonna go with what was the first one?
Yao Ming was the first ever Chinese-born NBA player and also the first and only Chinese-born All-Star.
I'm gonna go Yao Ming because I think there was a Chinese player before Yao Ming.
So you think that's a lie?
Yeah, I don't think Yao was the first. I just think he was the best.
Okay. So the one that you guys both got right, Kawhi Leonard has the same amount of Finals MVPs as triple doubles.
He don't pass.
Nah, he's not a passer. But he's a bucket getter and get some boards here and there. So the other two, Vin, you said the Melo one was a lie, right?
Yeah,
So-
he was playing. If I remember, he was playing Kobe in the playoffs 2008 with those, and Kobe knocked him out. So it wouldn't have been against the Rockets for him to cut it. That's my guess.
Okay, so in 2008, Carmelo Anthony did indeed shave his braids off after losing a bet to his friend. It was not in the playoffs. It was during the regular season. So who knows if he could have grown it back or I don't know how that works. I've never personally firsthand had braids.
I don't know about braids, Drew.
Nah, not firsthand. And then the lie was Yao Ming being the first ever Chinese-born NBA player, the first Chinese-born NBA player and All-Star. Yao was not. Thomas Sherry, I don't know if I'm butchering that name, but he was an All-Star in 1962, drafted in 1961.
Let's
So-
go, baby. Knew
So-
it.
Are you up 2-0,
I just-
Jonah?
We're
Huh?
Are you up 2-0 in this category? Did you get both of them?
no, I won the first one. I won the John Stockton one.
Who won the one before that?
We did it together and we both lost. So technically it was 1-1.
On this
Y'all are
one.
500,
I
man.
knew Yao wasn't the first.
I just want to. Where'd you fact check the Carmelo? Who's his best friend? Who do you lose a bet to?
J.R. Smith.
I mean, personally, no, I don't know the best friend personally, but I can confirm it is true.
Because ChatGPT said, or what?
Not ChatGPT. No, we don't. Our sources do not include A and I.
Good. Okay, that's fair.
All right, mine.
Yeah, final one. That was a good one, Drew. You're doing your homework on it. I like it.
That was good reasoning though, because I remember when Kobe went up against those Nuggets, Melo with the braids.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you grew it back, or I just my memories
Extensions.
blanking me. I don't know.
All right, so my final question for both of you guys. I want you guys to work together again and come up with the 5 players. So this one, give me top 5 among active players, most total assists.
Total.
Total assists among active NBA players. Top 5.
Okay, so Chris Paul comes to mind for me, Drew.
Yep.
Uh,
Russell
LeBron.
Westbrook. Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, I think we should start there. How are we looking those three?
We're 3 for 3.
3 for 3. Chris Paul's 1.
Yeah.
LeBron James is 2. Russell Westbrook is 3.
Come on, Drew.
Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
2-3.
Come on.
Next guys that come to mind, James is probably up there. He might be
Yeah,
like,
it's gotta be
but he's
James
got.
Harden would be a pick for me.
James Harden is 4.
Yep.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why he picked this is just so he could be like, yeah,
Yeah.
James Harden evolved. He evolved. He was a scorer. Now he's a passer.
Points, assists, threes,
Yeah.
throws, everything. MVP,
Not
point
ring.
exactly.
regular season wins.
Regular season wins. Wow. Hoorah, man. Woo.
Drew, that was the only reason why he made this game, just so
Yeah.
James Harden could slip in there.
Absolutely.
Gotta give him some shine.
So he's 4, you said?
Now 5.
Okay.
Honestly,
Where this one gets interesting.
yeah, I'm gonna save what I have to say till if you guys get this player.
You'd be surprised if we go 5 for 5 right now?
I'd be surprised if you immediately say his name. Be like, dang, that's
Hmm.
So current players.
current players.
Hmm. It can't be Jokic, right? He hasn't been playing enough.
It's not Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, it can't be.
Okay, I'm gonna say that this is not me picking it. It's just because he's been in the league arguably a really long time. But he's not a passer, so I'm thinking Kevin Durant maybe.
It's not Kevin Durant.
Okay. I'm only doing that just because of longevity. He's been in the league since 08.
That's not a bad answer.
Okay.
Who are some vets, man? It's got to be someone who's.
It's gotta be, yeah.
It's got to be a vet, bro. I'm like,
Is it a vet? Is it a vet, Jonah?
it has to be. It has to be.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
I'm
He
thinking
said
of
Durant was a good one.
I'm thinking of point guards.
But he's throwing me off with the Durant. Like he said, Durant's a good guess. Like maybe it's someone we're not expecting, but they've just been around. Like maybe it's a point forward.
Like, how long has Giannis been playing for?
It can't be
Too
Giannis.
young. He's too
If it's
young.
not if it's not Durant, it's not Giannis. Hmm.
Do we need a hint?
Did Damian Lillard does he have a lot of assists?
That I was thinking about him too. Like I was thinking like him, maybe Steph, but like they don't really. That would be more just because they've played for so long.
But Steph has been in the league since 09.
15. That's 15.
I
Right?
don't mind saying Steph.
It's not Steph Curry.
Okay. That's all right. I can eliminate that.
Do we need a hint?
Like we gotta yeah, maybe don't give us a crazy hint.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit.
The reason I don't know if that's gonna give it away. The reason.
Bro, nothing too much. Nothing too much.
All right,
Yeah.
keep taking some guesses. Keep taking some guesses.
Okay. I think around like the 2010, like how we were thinking Blake Griffin earlier, like I think that kind of when they entered the league is a good area
Yeah.
to start with, Drew.
Like he's probably not that good anymore, I'm assuming. Like it could be someone like we have a very good chance of it being someone who gets 10, 15 minutes a game.
Okay. So we gotta but once upon a time he was
Oh, I might have an answer. Mike Conley.
Ooh, that's a very good guess. It is not Mike Conley though.
that is a good guess.
That's a great guess.
Oh, I thought I was cooking with that one too.
That is a good guess.
He's got to be somewhere
So
else.
who's like a backup now? Right? Like they're probably still serviceable to get time.
Kyle Lowry's not in the league, right?
Yes, he is.
What
He's
team
still
play
with Philly, isn't he?
Philly.
Ooh,
Kyle? That is one of Jonah's guys too.
I like that. I like
Propaganda.
the Kyle Lowry.
It is Kyle Lowry.
Hey!
Oh, good job, Drew. Good job.
Great
Whoa.
guess. My
That's a
hint
good
was
one.
gonna be he's the reason I chose this list. Because I want to give him some shine. So
Okay, so it wasn't James Harden.
no, it was Kyle Lowry. I wanted to give Kyle Lowry some shine. Kyle Lowry, one of the most underrated players the past 15 years, a champion, a
He's
leader,
underrated.
everything that people say Chris Paul is, Kyle Lowry is that plus a ring. So
You lost me there. You lost me there.
Absolutely not.
book his ticket to the Hall of Fame. Shout out Kyle Lowry, got Toronto a ring. Love you, Kyle Lowry. Great leader, floor general, shooter, Hall of Fame, Kyle Lowry.
Hold on. He got a ring, but he got Toronto a ring.
You
I don't
don't
know if
win a
he
ring.
got them a ring.
You don't win a ring without him.
Yeah, but
I bet you
I don't know. I don't know. I think they could have won without him.
stop it. If you replace if you put Kyle Lowry in Houston when Harden was in his prime, I think they get a ring.
okay, tell me this: if you flip a Kawhi Leonard for DeMar DeRozan, does Toronto win a ring?
No.
Exactly, they didn't with Kyle Lowry. So Kawhi Leonard was the reason why they got a ring.
Okay, but Kyle Lowry is not like the leader. He's just gonna do all the
I
little
think he was. I think Kyle Lowry was the leader.
Yeah,
I think
I
you
mean,
could argue that.
like he's not the best player. Like he's not gonna make that
Yeah.
impact. But
Like he was
That's a
probably
good-
the fifth best player on that team when they won a ring.
two. He was
Fourth or fifth.
Third,
second.
I would say third.
You had Kawhi.
Uh-huh.
Siakam took a next
Cal.
step that year.
Siakam wasn't like that then. He wasn't
That
like
year, he took the next
absolutely.
step that year. He took the next step that season.
That's
Yes,
because
he
of
did.
Kyle. That's because of Kyle.
I think he just was coming into his own as a player. I think Pascal is two. Who's third on your list? Was it Kyle or was it Fred?
Fred, yeah. Shout out Fred.
Fred.
Bro, he was hoping in the finals, bro. He was huge. They don't that last game, they don't win without him. He was that dude. Kawhi had a terrible game.
Bro, Kyle Lowry always leads the league in charges. You can't teach that. That's a coach number one stat. Love Kyle Lowry.
Look, he's a great player, man. Great role player.
Give him his flowers.
I'll give him his flowers. He's a champion for sure.
I like him. You know, he does a lot of the dirty work. He plays hard. Is a champion.
He could play a little bit too. I'll give Kyle Lowry his flowers. That was a good one, Jonah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry.
Because the first three were like rapid fire.
Yeah, the first three are easy.
Are we sure he's in the league though?
Yeah,
He's still with Philly. Yeah.
If Paul George and B were healthy with Kyle Lowry, you never know.
Stop it. Stop it. You guys are a lottery team this year.
That's a sleeper in the East, but it's because Embiid is never healthy.
He's still in the league, but don't. If Embiid and Paul George are healthy, they weren't going anywhere this year. That is the biggest. That's a different conversation, but that was a meltdown, letdown in Philadelphia this year.
Biggest flop of the year, 100%.
City of brotherly love, man.
Yep.
All right, but wait, I got a question for you guys real quick before we wrap it up, Vin.
Yeah.
So, in the spirit of college basketball Final Four, I want to throw out a scenario with you guys and think about it before you answer. So, this starting five, and give us JJ Redick as our coach. JJ Redick is our coach, okay? We're a 16 seed in the NCAA tournament. It's me. It's me. It's Andrew. It's Vinny. It's Daniel Wetter. And it's Jaime Jaquez. How far is that starting five going in the NCAA tournament?
Who are we playing? We're facing
We'll
a one
play-
seed.
We're playing McNeese first round.
We'll play. You will play UCLA.
We're losing.
We're losing.
I don't know. UCLA also got bounced in the.
We have the best player in the tournament. We have a
And the
great.
worst player. I stopped. You do understand? I stopped playing competitively in 8th grade. Right?
Okay, but hey, audience, Vinny's a great screen setter. He has timely buckets.
Got that corner three down to a T,
You
baby.
can play defense. We'll put you on like a forward that just rebounds. Just be physical with them. Me and Drew are like yin and yang. Chemistry's unmatched. Knockdown shooters. Both great defenders.
Okay.
About both. You even knew you were capping with that. You started laughing before you said it. I wouldn't know. I don't know about both, but
We have Daniel, the most athletic player in the tournament, jumping out the gym, getting blocks, lobs. And then we have the best player in the tournament. We'll give him ISOs at the elbow every time. They have to double. I don't know who they're doubling off of. How far are we going?
I personally I like us against UCLA, to be
Thank
honest.
you. Thank you, Drew.
Or not just UCLA specifically,
Like,
but
yeah.
one of the first teams to get bounced out.
Honestly,
I'll throw some
outside
money
of
down.
Duke. Outside of Duke.
The team that just got bounced in the Final Four.
Outside
We
of
just
Duke and
lost.
Houston. How far are we going, Ben? What's your answer?
I'll say this. I'm now suddenly respecting Kyle Lowry leading the league in charges because that's probably what I would have to do
Sure.
in order to get minutes.
You're gonna be our
Uh,
Draymond, Vinny.
Yeah, I think we're losing in the first round.
Really?
Personally.
What, so the best
that's
player in the
strictly-
tournament? We have the best player in the tournament. We're losing in the first round.
And I'm strictly saying it because I'm holding the team back. Look, I don't know. I think you guys are overestimating me rather than me underestimating myself. Like, sure, I can hit a corner three at 24-hour fitness, but you throw me at crypto.com arena in the round of 64, I don't know if I'm hitting a corner three. It might be going off the side of the backboard like Paul George.
Nah, man, we got confidence in our corner shooter. I think we do make you better. We've been playing with you our whole lives. Like,
Yeah.
I think you're underrating yourself a little bit.
Bro, and
Now-
in the age of transfer portal, these teams don't have the chemistry that we have. We've been playing together for 15 years. You kidding me?
The second I shoot one off the backboard, Jaime's entering the transfer portal.
Nah, we're getting Jaime the ball at the elbow every single possession. We got Dan running the block. He's catching any sort of lobs if they try doubling. And then we're just shooting the ball if Jaime just gets doubled and passes to one of us.
What is JJ's game plan for us if he's our coach? Like, what's that look like, Jonah?
Play scrappy defense. Play through Jaime, obviously, because they're gonna have to double, triple team him. And we just gotta knock down shots. If we get hot, it's tough. It's tough.
What happens? What happens if we run into 2 7-footers?
Well,
like
Dana Jaime, man.
yeah, bro, they can guard them. I've seen Jaime guard Giannis. Do you think he can't guard some?
Yeah, nah, we clamping that up, baby. We clamping that up.
Yeah.
all right, well, I guess we can leave that one in the comment section. And if the comment section thinks we lose because of me, I won't take offense to it because I think we lose because of me. So
But
I think what we gotta do, you know what I think we gotta do? We have to get video of us playing basketball and post it, and then the people can really decide.
They'll see. They were like, yeah, that's at least Sweet 16. That's at least Sweet 16, man.
Hey, if there's one Cinderella team, it's the garage closes at 9.
Absolutely. And it's like it'll be like 2K. Imagine like you turn fatigue off. We just have max energy the whole time. We're good.
Man, I don't want to see my 52 overall in NBA 2K, man.
Stop it. You'll leave the 67, 60.
Somewhere around there with us. When you get high, that's a 76 right there. That's a 76.
A+ team chemistry.
My takeover.
Yep. Great locker room guy too. Great locker room. He's gonna give us towels whenever we need it. Coming out of the timeout.
Yeah.
You name it.
Whenever you guys need water, man. John, what made you get into that? What?
Man, because just watching this tournament, I'm like, I just wonder. Like we've played against like all of us, we've played against some great players like in the league at high level college basketball. And
Can I say this though?
I think having the best player makes a difference. I think you'd be
When we wrap up though, I just want to say this. Of all the tournaments you picked to talk about, you do realize that this is the one tournament where there's been no upsets. And it was just the top teams in the Final Four.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we can do it. At least we're not losing the first round. You don't think we can win one?
We're like a number 1 seed though, right?
Yeah, give us the
What
one
seed are
seed.
we? What seed are
So
we?
we're playing a smaller school.
Yeah.
I think we could run a smaller school. We don't got to worry about a lot of 7-foot guys. You know,
So
that's
are you thinking it comes down to just like the way we are in the bracket? So you're hoping we get a small school early and we beat them and then we get hot and then who knows by the time we get to the Sweet 16?
That's why I said the NCAA, not a 7-game series, but in a
Yeah, no,
one
the
and
tournament,
done.
yeah.
Like if me and Drew get hot, if Jaime starts hitting threes, and then the next thing you know, he got 45. Darren got 5 lobs. It's tough. It's tough.
All right, well, you know what? This guy right here, he's gonna have to carry us.
He
This
is.
guy, I wore the shirt on the right day. No, number 11 is gonna have to carry, man.
Wouldn't be his first time.
Shout out Jaime Jaquez. Wouldn't be the first time. But all right, yeah. Comment section. Let us know. Does the Jaime Jaquez led Garage Closes starting 5 make a trip to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament? Hey, that's March Madness for you, man.
People sleep on playing with each other for our whole lives. Like that is a huge part of college basketball and why most teams with freshmen only never win it. Like I couldn't tell you the last time a team with like majority freshmen, especially as their best players, won it. Like no, I think we're due for a couple dubs.
At least a couple. Come on,
Wow.
man.
Like
Well, you know what?
I think Sweet 16 is right where we see where we're at. But I'm
That's
not
that's where the real fun begins, man. That's where the Cinderella teams really come through. So if we're getting that far, we might as well win the national championship, man. All right. All jokes aside, that'd be interesting. We got to see what Jaime says. Yeah.
Yeah,
he might not even want to play with us.
he thinks we're not losing. Stop. You think he thinks some college people are
definitely want to play with us. He would definitely want to play, bro. I think he would have us going to at least Elite 8.
Might as well have his dad coach us like he used to.
We put on the Dons jerseys.
Bro, they don't want to see us come March, man.
Yeah, we roll up in the Camarillo Dons jerseys, man.
Best condition, guaranteed, too.
Hey, 2-2-1 for us, man.
And we're playing it. We get home court since we're the 1 seed, so we're playing it at Camarillo High Gym.
Yep.
Pack the house.
Yeah, the Cyclone's gonna be packed.
2-3 zone, man, all day.
Well, aside from the last we just had over Jonah, mentioned that was a curveball. I didn't expect that to be brought up today. Just to recap, we had our questions that we asked each other. I think we're going to try to mix that into our episodes from here on out. We might do less questions and also have more of a real debate in terms of what's going on in current sports. But we wanted to throw these different scenarios at you guys to see kind of what the games look like. Feel free to play along, comment, what you think. Did you get the list right? Did you get it wrong? Did you agree with some of the questions that we asked? Were there other questions that we could ask for future episodes? Please drop those in the comment section, and maybe we'll pick some out that you guys decide on. But I had a lot of fun with this, guys. I don't know about you. That was pretty fun.
Yes, sir.
No, it's good, man. And we've talked about this before too, but I know we're not together a lot anymore just because we live all over the place. But whenever we are, like, if you guys want to see us playing pickup anywhere, like, show you guys what we got, like, get you a little preview of what we'd look like in the Sweet 16. We definitely want to do it. We talked about it. Who knows? Maybe this weekend. I know Jonah's coming back. Vinny, are you in town this weekend or no?
Easter weekend, I will be.
Easter weekend. All right.
That's the 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. So.
And if not,
we'll make something happen.
In the summer, catch us at 24, winning every game. Like, that's what happened. So we'll get plenty of that footage.
But yeah. So thank you, everybody. That was a fun episode. Feel free to, like I said, comment some of your answers that you had, and feel free to bring up any further trivia questions that we can bring for further episodes. We're going to start mixing that in from here on out. And yeah, this is the beginning for us. Four episodes in, hopefully many more to follow. And be on the lookout for more content. Like, comment, and subscribe, everybody. And until then, Garage is closed.